How many do I have? Not that. That's not the button I wanted. How many do I have?
What now?
He said he wants 13 more. I have 3, so 10 more. Wait. There are more weapons in this? Okay. Venom Ward Charm prevents physical status. Oh! Prevents poison, malady, paralysis, hex, burn, and frostbite. All stats plus 3. Holy crap. I kind of want to give that to the protagonist then. That's crazy. Fully restores HP and MP. Oh my gosh. What do these do? White mask can be used as an ingredient in mask experiments. What are mask experiments? What does that mean? Dang it.
Was that?
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone moaning in pain. Man in pain. Ow, I really overdid it this time. Hey, you there. You don't happen to have a medicinal herb on hand, do you? I don't know. Got my butt kicked at the Coliseum. Hey. Wow, that looks painful. Should we find a medicinal herb for it? Okay, I guess I don't have a medicinal herb.
Oh, grand.
Ah, it's you.
Business is done.
Master Godot, what do you think about the Sanctoress's crimes which were brought to light at the exhibition?
Fools.
Those were the sins of one woman, with no bearing on the crown theocracy as a whole. Sadly, her actions have fueled those who would erode holy authority.
Hey, you.
I got you a cup. I see that glint in your eye. Did you really get your hands on the Chalice of Legends? I sure did, buddy. Yeah, this thing's certainly got an aura about it. There's no mistaking it. This is the Chalice of Legends I've been searching for. And here's my end of the deal, just for you. The one, the only miraculous mead. Thank you.
Mission accomplished.
Thanks.
Never imagined I'd gaze upon this cup with my own eyes. Thank you so much, truly. You lot are the real deal. Sorry for treating you like kids, giving you the side eye and all. Glad you realize the error of your ways, but I gotta ask, are you really going to drink out of that thing? Well, you know, I think I might pass on that for now. Don't get the wrong idea now. My brew would never lose to this cup. If I drank from this, I'd be absolutely perfectly fine. Probably. But you never know, of course. Always a risk. And I can't afford to break my promise to support you, can I? True enough. We're glad you're making the smart choice. Now I'll never know. Thanks for your support. Of course. And once you're crowned, I'll raise a toast to you in this very cup. And that'll be the day you die. So it's still on the agenda somewhere,
Well,
huh?
that settles that.
Well, we got a new supporter and some fancy booze. That seems like a win to me. Okay, I need a medicinal herb for that guy. I need to report that I've been to the tower to this guy. Hey.
Amazing.
This guy says he wants to hear about something unusual. If we can satisfy him, we might get him to return the deed. You know the Forsaken Tower?
Aha.
The Forsaken Tower? You mean the legendary tower north of the city? Have you truly been there? I've never met someone who'd ventured inside before. And you'll tell me of the monsters and battles you've encountered within its walls, will you? Nothing for it, I suppose. I'll pay your price, storyteller. Shall we decide on something of comparable value to this tale? I'd like the deed. The parapis who founded the Night Prowler asked us to get back his deed. It was collateral for his loan, he said. That reprobate has you running errands for him? Well, no matter, I suppose. Take it.
What?
Just like that? Well, it's hardly worth much in the first place. The only reason I've not returned it yet is because he broke his promise to me. How's that? I promised to lend him money as long as he entertained me, but as of late, he's become a thoroughly boring man. But enough of that. Come now, tell me a story to excite my very soul. No thrills, no deed. I decided to tell him about my adventures in the Forsaken Tower. I say, I've certainly heard the name Orgus, but a monster that walks like a man? Truly fascinating. Yes, a thrilling tale. Well told. I applaud you, young sir. Thus have you saved me from boredom. As promised, here's your deed. Do take it. Thank you.
A fine thing indeed.
Sending an Elda candidate to negotiate for him, the very idea. I suppose he's still capable of piquing my interest after all. Sounds like you've known him a while. I simply loaned him the money he needed to establish his business. He'd built his way up from having absolutely nothing, so I had high expectations, but he sold the tavern just as the money started rolling in. Didn't hesitate for a second. Told me there was no sport in it if he won without trying. Wait, he sold it? So he's not even in charge of Night Prowler anymore? He made it sound like he was still running the place. I feel like he fast-talked us into this. Regardless, this was surprisingly fun, young candidates. You're an interesting fellow. The kind I wouldn't mind throwing my support behind.
All right.
Well, I guess we ended up with another supporter somehow. Anyway, we better get back to the Night Prowler. Okay. Sure. To the Night Prowler. That's not the button I wanted. Ow. No. Shut up.
All right then.
Night.
Go.
Here you go. Yes, that's my deed, without a doubt. May I have it? Here you go. Ah, my most treasured friend, thank you so much. With this as collateral, I'll be able to start a brand new business venture.
Hang on.
Hey, by the way, I heard you don't have anything to do with Night Prowler anymore. You were talking about it like you ran the place. I did tell you I was the place's founder. Yes, not its proprietor. I certainly didn't mean to misrepresent myself. The curse of a naturally silver tongue, I suppose. And now the reward I promised you.
Mission accomplished.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad I asked you to fulfill my request. There really is nothing like having reliable friends, eh?
Oh, come on.
I keep telling you, we're not friends. Quit trying to be all slick. Don't you regret it? Business is booming now. If you'd kept it, you'd be sitting pretty on a huge pile of cash. And for what? To doom myself to a life of boredom and lethargy? Like any other slug of a noble? No, life is too short for that, my friend. Better to find new challenges in life than waste my years basking. And what better challenge than to help a dear, loyal friend become our next king? Thank you, I guess. Think nothing of it. Thank me when we've actually put your Elden rear on in a Clamar's seat, eh? Now that's a challenge. I'll be rooting for you. If you ask me, this guy and that noble aren't that different. They're always chasing after something exciting and new. Well, seems like both of them have taken a liking to us anyway. Can't complain. Okay, and then, no, what game am I playing that L1 is the map?
All right then.
Okay, where's the person who wants the toothbrush? Did I run out of time to deliver the toothbrush? Oh no, here.
Let's go.
Was gonna say, surely no. The end date was like
Yeah.
right before the main story end date.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Here you go. No, not the ocean. The dude who wanted a toothbrush. You're back. Does that mean you brought my toothbrush of Hygienia? Ow, ow. Here you go.
Proper aces.
So this is the legendary toothbrush. Let's see if it works. I'm good as new. Already? Oh no. It's healing magic or something. They say it can kill all the mouth's toxins in a flash.
Thanks, mate.
Here, take your reward. Thank you.
Mission accomplished.
When your teeth hurt, you can't enjoy food. You can't even enjoy going outside. Felt like I couldn't get any joy out of life anymore. Oh, and I found this weird glowing bug. You can have that too if you want. A gold beetle? Sure, might as well. And of course, I'll support you in the tournament. How could I not? You were kind to some random guy raving about his tooth monsters. But now I'm clear-headed. Looking back on it, I think I might have hallucinated it after all.
Can't stand it.
I mean, come on. Tooth monsters? What was I thinking? But they're real. Those freaks are real. You're a stand-up fellow, but not a great comedian. Though, I see. It's a metaphor. Like I've got to brush my teeth every day or they'll come back, huh? Is that what all the tooth monsters in this world are from? People not brushing their teeth so their teeth get mad and turn into monsters? That's an intriguing concept. Well, thanks for the advice. You can bet I'll be brushing my teeth on a rigorous daily schedule now.
Righto.
Keep at it and be careful of cavities yourself. I'm rooting for you. What is happening in this game?
Yeah?
All right then.
Okay, I would like to go to
Let's
the
go.
store.
Hey,
I need to buy a medicinal herb. Which turns out you do not sell. I will take 10 more of these though. Thank you. And then appraise my crap. Gladius for the Seeker. What about these? A sailor's uniform. That's much better defense than what I currently have. Oh, and evasion up. I will equip that to
Yeah.
me. What is this? Pirate costume? A garment replicating the distinctive look and style of seafaring rogues. Give that to
Indeed.
Hulkenberg. Sable hood.
Yeah.
Sure. Another sable hood. What is this one? Sentinel's Talisman, Endurance +6. What about this one? Chevalier Igniter. Mage Group Strength. That's interesting. Okay. Dang it. That's not the button I wanted. Stop it.
All right then.
Okay.
Where to?
Take me to the capital. And I would like to go
Let's go.
to Comfort Concoctions to see if I can buy a medicinal herb.
And what is it you want?
I can. Thank you. Alright. Wait, I can buy key items? No, I can't. Okay, then... Oh my god. One day I will know to hit R1 instead of
Alright,
L1. Take me to...
Let's go.
Church, please.
Grocery.
I would like you to purify some stuff. Thrifty Abacus, no. Oh, I'm out of blessed water. Oh. That is a problem. Can I buy blessed water? No, I can't. Okay, well, rip. That is unfortunate. Yes, I hit L1 again. I'm a failure.
All right then.
Okay. Let's
Where
go
to?
back to Fort Brylehaven. I would like to go to the tavern. The
Let's
Greatest
go.
Catch. I want to buy the information on Louise's people, and then we might just do that today. Because who could I hang out with? We could hang out with Stroll. We could hang out with Maria. Barden. Hmm. Okay.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey.
Fancy a bit of info?
Money makes the world go round, blah, blah, blah. Bye. I have so much money. I am so ready for this. Okay. Crew quarters, Sergeant Xanth. What are we working with here?
Fancy a bit of info?
There is a man named Sergeant Xanth among Louise's subordinates. He's the officer in charge of the Charadrius's crew quarters. Naturally, he's a tough customer. Xanth, oh, that important looking guy we saw at the Charadrius, probably, the other day. What, an acquaintance of yours? Then you might know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor who holds strength is justice as his creed. I hear he was once a competitor at the Colosseum, too. He's strong, of course, but not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak against burn and poison. Since he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. I'm sure paralysis and stun will work, too. But Louise values power, and so while the old battle axe might have some weaknesses, if Louise trusts him, you can bet he's as strong as blazes.
Gotcha.
I see. I'll have to find ways to inflict status ailments, of course. And it'll certainly be a dangerous fight if we don't do a bit of training first. No such thing as being too prepared, so let's head there when we're sure we're ready. Okay. Starboard Corridor Chief Seba?
Fancy a bit of info?
That old fart, Maintenance Chief Seba, eh? He's in charge of the Starboard Corridor. Can't take a joke, so I've never gotten along with him. He's as strong as you'd expect, considering the authority he's been given. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. As you can guess, if you try to physically attack him, it'll bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you'll end up hurting.
Just between us.
That said, his barrier doesn't repel magic, but magic isn't especially effective either from what I hear. So win, you'll need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having them bounce back at you. Not that I expect you'll end up fighting him. Okay, you'll need to find a way to perform physical attacks without having them bounce back at you. So I need, what is it, like Tetrakarn? Is it? It's one of the cards.
Let's see.
That guy sounds like a massive pain in the... If we don't improve our skills, we'll be done for. And since he uses magic that repels physical attacks, we'll want to find some way to dispel that too. Okay. Port Quarter Master Glecom? Gletchen?
Fancy a bit of info?
Master Sergeant Gletchen is in charge of the port corridor. Quite frankly, he's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that, though. I value my life. He's an intense person in a lot of ways, but the way he fights in particular is, as I said, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman and swings his axe all around him. You'll want to watch out for it, or it'll daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against that. Might be worth checking out.
Just between us.
All the blood rushes to his head, and so he falls for being provoked really easily, though. If you bring someone to act as a decoy along, I think you could beat him without much hassle. Ideally, you won't have to fight him, but if you do, keep that in mind.
I guess so.
You'll need a decoy then. You know, I think there's a skill that would be useful. But if we aren't strong enough, our decoy could fall and our strategy would be ruined. Let's ensure we improve our combat skills before fighting him. Okay, so that's going to need the knight. Juna. Bridge Juna Devotee Cabio.
Fancy a bit of info?
The Caridrius's helmsman, Cabio, is stationed on the bridge. He's a fervent supporter of Lady Juna. I have to say, I know how he feels. She acts so sweet and has such a lovely voice. I'm swooning here. I'd almost think she was a goddess.
Come on!
We're not paying for that. What's his fighting style? You planning to spar with him? Well, he's the only one Louise granted the privilege of being the helmsman amongst all his minions, so you can bet he's a strong
Just
one.
between us.
Having said that, he's weak to electric. I hear he had a traumatic experience in a storm once. And rumor has it, when the weather gets rough, he even turns the steering over to his second in command. Pretty solid evidence, isn't it?
Thanks.
Guess we'd better prepare some electric magic then. But he's one of Louise's hand-picked officers, so it might be a tough fight no matter what. If time permits, we should train a bit before fighting him. Slow and steady wins the race after all. No point in hurrying. Okay, security guard Salva.
Fancy a bit of info?
Salva, you say? He's the Caridrius's guard chief. Got some business with it? He's not someone you'll have an opportunity to meet with often. His job's to patrol the Caridrius. On the lookout for intruders. The chief of security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Louise's trust with his strength. They say he's got an almighty igniter that can damage any foe. Won't be easy to guard against
Just
that.
between us.
I hear he's weak to projectiles and lances, though. Maybe his reaction time's slow. What with wearing that big helmet and all. And that's about it. Remember that on the off chance you find yourself against him.
I guess so.
No doubt he's powerful if he's in charge of Louise's guards. If we don't come at him with all we've got, we're in trouble. We need to be confident. We're ready to fight. Oh, and he uses almighty magic, right? Sounds like it'll be trouble. But maybe we can retaliate with some of our own. The only almighty magic I have is the power of money. That's it.
Hey, listen.